Hello, boys and girls. I cannot believe that it is already our last week of Sunday school for the year. It has gone by so fast. Um, but I hope you have had some fun and have learned some things this year. I hopefully soon we can get back to meeting in person, since I know this is a little different for us all. But we're also on the Advent journey. We're almost there. We're almost all of the waiting, the anticipation. And I think this year was even a little challenging because we were trying to do the Christmas program, and without having that program, it's seems like we've been waiting even longer for the reason that we celebrate this season, the birth of Jesus. And this week, the Advent candle is peace. And I think now more than ever, we need to feel that peace, that calm, even when things get scary. To always remember, with God, there is peace. Peace in your heart, peace in your soul. It's just a feeling that you have that everything's going to be okay. And with God, boys and girls, He is that peace and that calm in any storm that we go through. He is always that peace for us. And so I hope this Christmas season, as you get together with your family, that you remember that peace and that feeling that God is the reason for the season. Not just now, He is always there for us and giving us that peace. And He is the reason for the season. And I hope you remember that. As the Christmas week approaches, I cannot believe it's only just a few days away. Can you guys believe it? Maybe you noticed these sitting here. And maybe some of you have some of these under your tree. Maybe. Anybody getting coal? Anybody have presents taken away? No, I don't. I know nobody would. Now, some of you may think, well, that one's pretty cool with the pink and the bow. This one, you might think, oh, well, it's a little bigger and it's heavier. Might be better. I like this one because our 4-year-old made it just for her daddy, so I know what's in this one. But you know what, boys and girls? On Friday, this box came to our house when I had my daughter taking her driver's test so she can drive by herself. Oh my gosh. How many of you ever drive by yourself? It was a little scary. But my husband called me and said, Layton got a package. Why would my 4-year-old get a package from Amazon? So then I was like, oh no. You know, you kiddos are pretty smart. Did she order something? Just kidding. She doesn't have a way to order. But, so the whole time he tells me this when I'm on my way home with my daughter, and I'm like, what could be in the box? He's like, I think it's just empty. Honestly, it feels like empty. So I get home and I see this box. And all it says is it's from Amazon. And sure enough, like, there was some bubble wrap. So it felt like there's nothing in here. So we opened it. Now, going on 2 weeks ago, Layton's in preschool. Her teacher got sick. And so they decided, just to be safe, that the preschoolers would just stay home for the rest of the year. So when we opened the box, first I see this funny guy looking at us, which made me laugh. And then there was a little note. And what the note said is, Merry Christmas, Layton. I hope you enjoy reading about the rest of Humphrey's journey to Bethlehem with your family. I miss you and I'm excited to be back in school soon. From Mrs. Getter. So they started this book in school. Now, let's see. And so they didn't get to finish it because she got sick. But I read this book, and I think it's a good reminder, boys and girls, about the story of Jesus, the birth of Jesus, and also a good reminder about the Christmas season for all of us. So we are going to read, plus he just brings a smile to my face. He's funny. We are going to read about Humphrey's first Christmas. So let's see what it's about. I'll sit over here so you can see. Beloved, most beauteous and exalted King of all should be my name. Instead, they call me Humphrey. This I could bear if the worst thing of all had not happened. My dearest possession, my glorious carpet blanket, has been lost along the trail. Now I am never warm, and I suffer terribly. That is why I have set into motion a plan to replace my greatest of all treasures. So there you see there's camp and there's Humphrey. Because even though it's the desert, it does get cold in the desert at night. Did you know that? Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. I carefully nudge my nose inside the caravan master's tent. This is followed closely by the chattering of my teeth, thereby letting the master know that I am most enormously cold. Success! He has not pushed me out, and I remain hopeful that a new blanket will soon be mine. So he's chattering his teeth to try to get warm in the tent. Silly Humphrey. 3 rich caravans have joined us, and there has been talk of kings. Kings? Yet these kings bring me no joy, for they have tied 3 huge chests to my bare back. They are so heavy, I am sure each must be filled with rocks. So 3 kings. What do you think he's carrying in those 3 up there? There's Humphrey. Oh my gosh, poor me. Oh boy. The other camels are wearing the finest of blankets. They are all comfortable and warm. Not one of them thinks about me, their cousin, in pain and misery because of the loss of my most precious carpet blanket. I cry out in sorrow. I weep. Oh, Humphrey. He is whining because he's cold and they're all warm and fancy and nobody cares about him. I don't know, Humphrey. Today, I continue my plan to regain my treasured blanket. I add loud sniffling to the chattering of teeth and squeeze my entire body inside my master's tent. As I do so, out rolls my master, for the tent is exactly camel size. Oh man, Humphrey, look at. He climbed into the tent and out goes the master. He's being a little dramatic, I think. It is as I planned. As the master chases me away, he tosses me a new blanket. I have success. Once more I am covered with splendor and comfort. I am filled with delight. If it were not for the heavy chest I am forced to carry, I would be almost happy. Remember, he was complaining that he lost his blanket, and all he wanted was his blanket, but now he got his blanket. He's still not happy because now he's upset because he has to carry those big heavy chests. Still thinking about Humphrey, right? Let's see where they go now. We have followed one star for many long nights. Now our caravan enters the town of Bethlehem. Its streets and inns are crowded with travelers. My master gives no thought to my tired feet and rumbling belly. Roar. I am forced to move on. Any ideas of where they might be or where they're headed? Let's see. Oh, you notice the big star? At last, we reach the end of our journey, but I am confused. There is no great palace, no rich oasis, no palms heavy with fruit. I see only a lowly stable with a family inside. The three kings rejoice and rush forward to bow before the young woman who cradles a baby. Back in here is where cradle is, and then there's the bright star they were talking about. Finally, the chests are taken from my back and placed before this tiny child. As each box is opened, I see no stones, only gold, frankincense, and myrrh. There's baby Jesus and Mary and the three wise men. So all those in those chests that Humphrey was carrying that he thought were rocks, they weren't rocks. They were a gift, a very important gift. In this land, I have walked past many children, but never before have I felt the need to walk toward one. Now I kneel before this baby shivering in a manger. Watching him gladdens me more than sweet water, fresh hay, or even my wondrous blanket. So there's Humphrey with his new blanket, my baby Jesus, Mary Joseph. I look into the baby's eyes, and I am overwhelmed by love. I pull the treasure from my back and lay my gift carefully upon this child. He smiles, and my nose and whiskers tingle with joy. I am happy to my toes, and even without my blanket, I feel warm. There's Humphrey. Beloved, most beauteous and exalted king of all should be his name. Instead, they call him, so not me, Jesus. So in the book, Humphrey at first was all about him and that he lost his blanket and he needed a new blanket. They were making him carry, and no matter what he got, he was never happy until he met baby Jesus. And he realized there is no greater gift than the love of God and the love that he gives us each and every day. So boys and girls, this next week, as you maybe get some presents or give some presents, remember, it's not about the pretty wrapping paper. It's not about the size of the gift. Christmas is about the gift of God. And no matter what gift that you give, if you give from the heart, just like this, just like I'm sure your parents, like you have made them gifts, and the joy that you have brought your parents and those gifts that you have made them because they've come from your heart, and they come without the expectation of, I give you a present, you give me a present. When you give from the heart, even if you give your love, you give, it doesn't have to, the size of the present doesn't matter. It can be a note, it can be a hug, it can be a phone call, it can be a card, it can be, the gift, boys and girls, is Jesus every day and his love. And what he wants us to do is share that love with others. Because then you'll get to feel, otherwise, then you'll get to feel like Humphrey, where he had everything, but it was never enough until he met baby Jesus. And the joy that overwhelmed him, just like at this Christmas time. Remember, it's not the presents under the tree. It's the love around you, the family you have around you, because nothing can replace that. And I hope you feel tremendous peace and joy, even in this crazy, crazy year. Now more than ever, Jesus, boys and girls, he is the greatest gift. So I want you this week to share a simple gift with someone else. Maybe leave a note for a teacher or a friend at school, or a little note to your parents or a sibling. Just a simple little extra little note, handmade by you, but from the heart. Starts their day and starts yours. And I hope you get to enjoy Christmas now more than ever. And like I said, we will be working on a Christmas program. I know Pastor Randy, they also recorded the Christmas Eve service, so watch for that. And we did some opening music. There also might be some elves visiting around too, dropping off some stuff. So we just wish you a very Merry Christmas, boys and girls. And can't wait to see all of you. One last thing I also want you to do is just using stuff around the house. Get creative and see what kind of nativities. When you think of, like when Humphrey went and saw baby Jesus, he was expecting, when he heard about it, a big castle, a palace. And we know it wasn't. But create your own manger scene. You can draw it. You can use, probably just don't use toilet paper because there's a little bit of a shortage on the toilet paper roll. But I know my kids have made nativity scenes at school and at home using just regular stuff. Be creative and send me a picture of your nativity scene, because those nativities, and then take that simple nativity set, place it under your tree. And I guarantee you, I have every one that my kids have made me, and it is one of the best gifts that we display every year. And maybe you've seen it on the piano and opening music. There's a couple of them on there. So send me your nativity scenes. But until next time we meet the end of January, I will send you some updates on when that will be. I miss you guys so very much. Hope I haven't bored you too bad. But I wish you a very, very blessed Christmas, and know that you, each one of you, are so loved and are one of God's greatest gifts. And we love and miss you very, very much. Have a fabulous Christmas. Bye. See you next time.